So there's an interesting story too. My girlfriend back then, who was Daria, who's my wife now, she's incredibly lucky when she enters contests, and she entered a contest with a Miller Lite beer, and what you did if you won, you got a plane ticket to L.A. for a Halloween concert that Alice Cooper was hosting and playing at. And she won the concert. Me and her flew out to L.A. And while we were out there, we went to visit my friend Mark Mazzetti, who was the head of A&R for A&M Records. So we went to the A&M record lots where the studios were at. And it used to be the old Charlie Chaplin studio for shooting movies. And I remember Mark taking us into his office, and he had a pair of small NS10s and this huge rack of outboard gear that I didn't recognize. And he played me a Janet Jackson mix, I'm pretty sure. And it sounded just so huge. Like the sound was all around you. And I found out from Mark that the processing gear was to give you that 3D effect. And this was a mix that Bob Clearmountain had done. And then we heard that. That was up in his office. And then we went down into the parking lot. And, I was sitting there talking to Daria. And I think Mark's brother, Eric Eden, was with us too. And we're just sitting there, and there was all these Harleys that were parked out in front. And I see this guy, a bunch of people coming out and looking at the bikes. And I tell my wife, I said, all right, don't scream. Just stay cool. But if you turn around right now, Bruce Springsteen is standing there, and it wasn't maybe 20 feet from us. And he's checking out the bikes, and she's such a big fan. And she was very cool. She turned around and saw it, and it was just something that Bruce Springsteen was there recording. But I found out later the Knack and Sting was in the studio complex all recording all at the same time. So that was a pretty cool trip. I mean, later on we went to the concert. It was a very interesting trip. Oh, and by the way, Daria was dressed up as Elvira, and I was dressed up as a ghost. So if I can find the picture, I'll post it. But all I did is I threw a big white sheet over me, cut a couple holes on, put a baseball cap, and I go, there you go. There's my costume. So